So welcome to English 9. This is the lesson for Tuesday, April 22nd, Unit 4, Cultural Perspectives, Lesson 11, Workshop, Craft a Media Project. So we'll start out with which topic option for the media project did you pick? A, family heritage, C, country of ancestors, or A, family heritage, B, country of ancestors, or C, generation. And then what is your specific topic of your media project? For example, if you picked family heritage, what is your family heritage? Is it Puerto Rican? Is it Scottish? Is it Japanese? So on and so forth. If you picked country of ancestors, what is that specific country that you are doing your project on? And then if you pick generation, which generation are you doing your project on? So at this point, you should have picked a topic option for your media project, A, B, or C, either family heritage or country of ancestors or generation. If you haven't done that yet, you'll need to do that today. And then once you have picked a topic option for your media project, you'll come up with your specific topic for what you are going to be researching for your presentation. Okay, here's our calendar for this week. Monday the 21st, we did Unit 4, Lesson 10, and we started working on our media project assignment. Tuesday, you're going to do Unit 4, Lesson 11, and you'll continue working on your media project. Wednesday, you'll do Unit 4, Lesson 12, and continue working on your media project. Thursday, the 24th, is a media project work day or share day, and you'll continue working on your media project assignment. And then Friday, the 25th, we'll finish up Unit 4 with a catch-up remediation and enrichment day. You'll be able to complete the optional test and CR retakes as needed, and you can finish and submit the media project assignment. The media project will be due on Friday, April 25th. So this week I am out to help with PSSA testing, Tuesday the 22nd through Friday the 25th. And specific details for classes and coursework will be posted on the class announcements and sent in an email for those days. Unit 4, Lesson 11, Learning Intention. I will learn how to use media effectively in a presentation. Success criteria is I can create a media project. Here's our standards. Today's plan. Here is the media project help video if you need it. Guided lesson. We'll do an assignment overview. We'll watch the 4.11 video. We'll go over today's tasks. And then for independent work, you will review the 4.11 online lesson as needed and continue working on your media project. Okay, so the assignment directions. Follow the steps to create a presentation document about a topic. Use the examples, writing guide, and graphic organizer as helping resources to complete this assignment. Your teacher will grade your project using the rubric. Look at the rubric to see how your work will be scored. Our objective: create a multimedia presentation that delves into the rich tapestry of your family heritage, the country of your ancestors, or a generation of your choosing. This project aims to foster understanding, appreciation, and respect for diverse cultures. So for the media project, our assignment requirements: online research, a title, which is your topic, 3 different types of media: text, video or audio, and images, written introductions, explanations, or captions for each media item, and your sources list. You can use the PowerPoint template. Your presentation should have minimum 4 slides or sections. So 1 slide or section for your title, which is your topic, 1 slide or section for your content, slides or sections, which includes your 3 or 4 media items. Text can be facts, a poem, an article, a quote, a video clip, an audio clip, which can be music, a song or rap, a speech, or people talking, and then a visual image, which can be a picture, photo, drawing, painting, chart, graph, diagram, or map, so on and so forth. And then also included in your content, slides, or sections should be writing about each piece of media. Then you're also going to have a slider section for your list of sources, which is your website links. Here are the 7 steps to create a media project. So step 1 is pick a topic. This will be either your family heritage, a country of your ancestors, or a generation. For example, baby boomers, Generation X, Generation Y, Generation Z, or Generation Alpha. Step 2, download the media project template PowerPoint document. You can also use a Word document for this project. There should be at least 4 slides or sections in your presentation. Step 3, research online to gather information and items about your topic from reliable sources. Save the website links from the online sources that you use for your research to put on your source slide or section. You should have at least 3 different types of media in your document: text, pictures, video, or audio. Step 4 is add your title, meaning the topic, and your name to the first slide or section. Step 5, write 1 or 2 sentences as an introduction, explanation, or caption in your own words about each item in the slides or sections. Step 6, revise and proofread your writing, save your work. Step 7, submit your finished document into the media project Link It assignment. In the online course content, we have in Unit 4, there is a media project section. In there is the assessment part and the 3 online lessons, 4.10, 4.11, and 4.12. In the assessment part, we have the assignment directions for the media project, the rubric, and then we have a bunch of helping resources: the graphic organizer, introduction to Microsoft PowerPoint, the template, the examples, and the guide. So for the grading rubric, this assignment is worth 60 points total. There are 6 skills worth 10 points each. Focus, the presentation has a clear topic. Content development, the presentation has a title. The presentation has written introductions, explanations, and captions for each media item. Organization, the presentation has information and media from reliable online sources. The presentation has a list of research sources with links. Style, the presentation has at least 3 different types of media: text, pictures, audio, or video. Conventions, the presentation has a few to no writing mechanics errors. And use of technology, online research was done to collect and present media items on a topic. All right, so here is the 4.11 video. We'll take a look at that.
Crafting a media project. Learning to use media effectively will strengthen your project enormously. Explore this video to learn more about this skill.
Hello, it's me, Olivia. I'm here helping the theater company plan the set for its next production. It's not as easy as it might seem. You have to plan the set so that every element enhances the play and doesn't distract from what's happening on stage. That reminds me of the project I'm working on about habitat loss in the Arctic. I want my project to have as much impact as possible, so I want to include media that help increase understanding of the topic, not distract from it. To do that, I have a lot of factors to consider. Let's take a look. Any project starts with a clear thesis statement. Otherwise, how do you know what to say? There, I have my thesis, so I know what I want to say. Now I have to figure out how to say it. The first thing I need to consider is my audience. I should ask myself, who is my audience? What interests them? How much do they already know about my topic? The audience for my project on habitat loss is other teens, and maybe some adults too. They might be interested in how habitat loss affects species in the Arctic, but I might want to include some appealing pictures of seals and polar bears to be sure I have my audience's attention. Plus, seeing is believing. It's probably safe to assume that they have some background knowledge, like where the Arctic is and that some species are endangered, but I'll add this map image just in case. But they might not know how or why the species are in danger, so I'll include some additional information about habitat loss. Once I've considered my audience and know what I want to say, I need to think about how to arrange the project to make my points and support my thesis in the most effective way. How I arrange my information should be appropriate for my topic and my audience. Since I know my audience might need more information about what habitat loss is, I'll continue with this topic. Now, as usual, I need to give evidence to support my point. I can use this graphic to help illustrate the situation. There we go. Okay, I've given information about what habitat loss is, but my audience will probably want to know why it's a problem. I'll explain how habitat loss affects animals' shelter and food supply. I could actually provide a graph or chart here too, to show what happens to animals when habitats get smaller or disappear. Well, I found information and media to support my thesis and explain my points. It's appropriate for my audience, and it's organized in a logical way. That's good. I need to think about the layout of my project. Will my audience be able to see and read my information easily? I think not. Much better. I should also make sure I'm using an appropriate variety of media. My images look pretty good here, but maybe I could add a short video clip. I want to make sure my project gets and keeps the attention of the audience. Just like the set behind me, my project started out a little rough, but I considered my audience and different types of media that would be appropriate to support my ideas. And I thought about how to keep everything looking appealing. I think my project will turn out quite well, don't you? Well, see you next time.
All right, so that was the 4.11 video. So yesterday's tasks was step 1, pick a topic. Step 2, download the media project template. And step 3, start researching online. So if you haven't done these yet, please do these today. Step 1, pick a topic. You can do your project on family heritage, investigate your family's history, traditions, and cultural practices, include media items of your ethnicity and heritage. Or country of ancestors. Select a country of one of your relatives, research its history, culture, and traditions, include media items of that country. Or a generation. Explore your generation or one of the generations of the past. Share information on what the major characteristics are for that generation. Highlight the social, political, and technological contexts of the time each generation grew up in, leading to distinct values and behaviors. Include media items for that generation. For example, baby boomers, Generation X, Generation Y, which is also called millennials, Generation Z, or generation alpha. Step 2, download the media project template, PowerPoint document. You can also just open up a new PowerPoint document if you want to. You can also use a Word document for this project. So you can just open up a new Word doc for this presentation. There should be at least 4 slides or sections in your presentation. Excuse me. And then step 3 is research online to gather information and items about your topic from reliable sources. Save the website links from the online sources that you use for your research to put on your source slide or section. You should have at least 3 different types of media in your document: text, which is written information about the topic; pictures, which can be maps, photos, illustrations, or images of the topic; video or audio clip that relates to the topic. So if you haven't completed step 3 yet, that's okay. You can complete that today. So today's tasks: you're going to finish up step 3, which is research online. Then you'll do step 4, add your title, which is the topic, and your name to the first slide or section. Step 5 is write 1 or 2 sentences as an introduction, explanation, or caption in your own words about each item in the slides or sections. Here's a helping video for creating a PowerPoint presentation. So if you're not familiar with using Microsoft PowerPoint, you can watch this video and that will help you out. Or if you're more comfortable with using a Word document, you can use a Word document for this project as well. All right, just some notes on using reliable sources. So when you're doing research, you want to use reliable sources. So Google, Bing, Yahoo, and Safari are search engines, not sources. Okay, Google, Bing, Yahoo, and Safari are search engines, not specific research sources. So you should be using specific websites, specific online documents, and specific videos in your project. For your sources list, you want to give the links of the specific websites, the specific online documents, and the specific videos that were used in your research. Okay, so don't just put Google as a source. Don't just put YouTube as a source. You have to give the specific website links or video links in your sources list. And you also want to make sure all your sources are credible. So Wikipedia is not a reliable source for research. Okay, Wikipedia is not a reliable source for research. So as a user-generated website, it can be edited by anyone at any time, and any information it contains could be vandalism, a work in progress, or simply incorrect. You want to use websites or online documents that are trustworthy and contain correct information and valid media items for your project. Okay, so no Wikipedia. It's not a reliable source. It's not a credible website. Some more important notes here: follow your plan. Use the information and items that you gathered on your graphic organizer or in your research notes. Avoid straying into other topics. Strive for unity. Review the materials about examples of media. Search online for information and items for your topic: text, visual images, a video clip, or an audio clip. Make sure you insert media items in the places you want them to appear. Consider using an image with your title slide to give the audience a preview of the topic you're describing. To find the URLs of your sources, return to your plan, meaning your graphic organizer or your research notes. If you can't find them there, review your online history on your browser and try to find the website names. Then go to the sites to copy and paste the links. Some more notes. When you are ready to write, you need to look over your notes and decide what are the strongest, most important pieces of information. What information is less important? Can I leave it out? How can I organize this information effectively? And how can I present the information in a new way in my own words? Choose media items that provide information on your topic. Present the media items in a sensible order. And match your introductions, explanations, and captions to your media items. All right, so for today, you're going to Unit 4, Lesson 11, review all parts of the online lesson. And then for the assignment, you'll work on the media project, complete steps 1 and 2 if you haven't yet. So that's pick a topic and open a document for your project. Finish working on step 3, which is research your topic online and gather information and media items for your presentation. Then you want to complete step 4, add your title and name to the document, and complete step 5, write about each item. All right, success criteria, did you do it? I can create a media project. Today's tasks and homework, Unit 4, Lesson 11, review all parts of the online lesson. And for the assessment, continue working on the media project. We will continue to work on this assignment tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.